guys, so for the first one is we were gonna talk about the title. It means that it's our first perspective when we're looking at the title of the poem. And what I'm gonna talking about is poem by If Merriam called Cuts a Little Rhyme. Okay, so let's go. The title it might be talking about perfection, in which the word rhyme is always focused on the rhyme sound structure in poetry, and it making it sound perfect. Okay. So for the second one is paraphrasing. Yeah, it means that where we try to simplify the form itself by our style, guy. And yeah, let's go. Catch a Little Rhyme by Eve Maria. I write a poem with perfect rhyme. I put the rhyme on the floor, then it lifts me through the door. I chase it on my bike, but it melted away like ice. I cut it in my head with scoop, but it turned into a cat on me. It changed into a large whale, even though I was able to get hold of its tail. In the boat I followed the hole, but all of a sudden it changed into a goat. When I gave it pen and paper, it became a tall skyscraper. After that, it turned into a kite and flew away out of my sight. So that's it, guys. That's it. It's all about title and paraphrase from the poem "Catch a Little Rhyme" by Eve Merriam. Thank you.
Okay, now we are going to talk about connotation. There are many things to analyze in connotation, such as rhyme, rhythm, meter, personification, hyperbole, alliteration, imagery, symbolism, diction, and point of view. First of all is rhyme. For the rhyme itself, in Catch a Little Rhyme, use AA method. There are 7 stanzas, so the rhyme is AA, BB, CC, DD, EE, FF, GG, and HH. Next, rhythm. For the rhythm itself, this poem used trochee method and the meter are trochaic pentameter, trochaic hexameter, trochaic heptameter, and trochaic octameter. Next is personification. There are 2 personifications we found here, which are it ran in line 4 and it grew in line 13. Next, alliteration. The alliteration we found are run right, it in, it into, and flew far. And the hyperbole, this poem used many hyperbole, such as but it melted into an icicle, but it turned into a cat, but it stretched into a whale, and but it changed into a goat.
Okay, now we're still talking about the connotation part, which is the imagery. After we analyzed the result for the imagery in Catch a Little Rhyme are using auditory, visual, and textile. The example of auditory is like I got a little rhyme, and for the visual is like but it turned into a cat. Then for the textile it's like I scoop it up in my head. Next part is diction. We found 2 dictions from the poem that has literal meaning like but it ran right out the door in the second stanza, which means left. And another one is and flew far out of sight in the last stanza, which means it is already leave and gone. Still with the part of connotation, we had symbolism. For the symbolism in Catch a Little Rhyme, it has 5 symbolism like inward icicle, cat, whale, skyscraper, and kite. And for the last part of connotation, we got point of view, which in the poem has first person for the point of view. It is because the narrator uses the pronoun I throughout the writing. Okay, now we talk about the shifts. For the shift in Catch a Little Rhyme is from joyful to realistic. This is focused on how readers' perspective can change from they feeling enjoy about the rhyme in the poem when they read it for the first time, then turn into thinking about reality when it comes to the literal meaning. And what about the attitude? For the speaker himself, his attitude is good, polite, and what he feels is he feels happy, fun. For the writer, the attitude is jovial and imaginative. What the writer feels is happy, pleased, and grateful.
We'll talk about the title and theme section. The title Church Alliteration invites us to explore themes such as elusiveness, transformation, play, and the celebration of imagination. This poem invites us to enter a unique and colorful world of artistic expression. Through this poem, we are invited to see how words can change and play in different forms. The main theme of this poem is our ability to change a thought into another form. We can change it into anything we want according to our imagination. This poem shows that our minds are very flexible and creative, able to create various forms and meaning from one simple idea. This poem also that maintains the same thought in the form of poetry is very difficult. This reflects the challenge of maintaining consistency and creativity in artistic expression. Writing poetry requires the ability to continually adapt and change ideas without the essence of the original thought. Church Alliteration is a celebration of the power of imagination and our ability to transform. This poem reminds us that art is about playing with ideas and words and finding beauty in change.